Hey YouTube, welcome to the Amazing Spider-Man number 43 review. We're going to jump in. This is the ongoing story of gang war. We're getting close to wrapping up. I think we have another issue or so. I think one more issue in an ASM before we wrap up the storyline. So we jump right into the storyline, and we see Spider-Man here with his really best friend Randy Robinson, and we have Robbie Robinson here, who's his dad. It's Peter Parker and Robbie have worked together at the Daily Bugle over the years, and so Randy was hurt in the whole gang war, um, storyline here, and he's been in the hospital unconscious. And Robbie's reminding Spider-Man about trying to make a difference here, and so we cut to Spider-Man with the team that he's assembled. We have Tombstone, we have She-Hulk, Spider-Woman, Miles, and Daredevil. And they're going to try to stop this big war or this battle that is happening at Central Park, where we kind of left off last issue. And here is this ongoing gang war map. Who has which territory within the city here. And so we'll take a look at the creative team. Zeb Wells is continuing to write the story. John Romita Jr. on art. Scott Hanna, inker, and Marco Menez, colorist. I believe I correctly got all of those names. But let's jump into the story. And so, like I said, where we last left off, we have the Beatles. Big group of on her side against Madame Masque on her side. Madame Masque has cut a deal with the Green Goblin and Rabble. Rabble is from the Miles Morales story. She has been, a villain, and she deals with a lot of technology, drones, and things. And her and Hobgoblin have been working together in the Miles series, and they have provided Madame Masque and her, group here with some upgraded tech. And so we, this kind of big battle that is going on between the two, opposing groups. And so this issue is kind of a quick read because of it's really just a lot of, battling back and forth between the two groups. And then ultimately the heroes show up, the Spider-Man led group here with Miles and She-Hulk and everybody, and Tombstone as well. Tombstone has teamed up with them as well. And so, we see this, this battle going on. And now Shotgun here, he had tried to take out Tombstone several issues ago, actually at his daughter and Randy Robinson's wedding. And so we find out that Shotgun has been kind of under some mind control from Madame Masque. And so that was kind of one of the big reveals there. And again, this is ongoing, just pages of pages of, battling between the two different groups and now the heroes as well. And so not really much takes place. Like I said, one of the big reveals is that, like I said, Shotgun was under, kind of mind control from Madame Masque. And so, and one thing just to point out, and I hate harping on it, but John Romita Jr. So this is Rabble, like I said, a villain from the Miles Morales series, and I had a hard time identifying it just because of the art style there. So sorry, JR. So again, we like I said, we see this reveal here with Tombstone and Shotgun, and we just continue to see this fighting going on, and Madame Masque's basically group is starting to kind of get the upper hand, but now Spider-Man is trying to change that here. We see this again, just this kind of I don't know how else to describe it. Just this this ongoing action, and so it's very kind of it was kind of a quick, not much happened in this story. So, but there was one final, in the last couple pages here, we see Beetle and Tombstone. Beetle is Tombstone's daughter. And so basically Tombstone is basically saying, look, and the Beetle is saying, look, I'm ready to, kill if I have to take over, being, the big time, boss here in the city. and Tombstone is upset by that. He doesn't want to see his daughter become what he has become, a murderer, and so he basically takes her out, basically knocks her out. We see him destroying her Beetle costume so she can't fly, and just basically clunks her over the head here and takes her out of the fight, and then he's basically saying, it's me. I'm going to be the one that's going to, finish this. And that's kind of where we end. We see to be concluded. So next issue will wrap up this gang war story. And one little interesting fact here that they show, this is the reading list, and there's been several different crossover issues and tie-ins. So Amazing Spider-Man 43, and then Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, and then Miles Morales 16. But if you look at Miles Morales 16, it says continued in issue 43. So I don't know if Marvel had something mixed up there. But overall, this story has been, it's been okay. It started out strong. I liked it initially, but it's dragged on. You saw the reading list and how many different tie-ins and crossover. So it's been okay. And, JR's artwork is just not my style. I find it distracting sometimes when I'm reading a story. He's just, I don't know. I don't care for it. It's just, and art is subjective. And so it's not it's just not for me. I'm trying to be polite, but, so overall, Amazing Spider-Man 43, I'll go with, 2 webheads. This was okay. It was a very quick read. Like I said, a couple little points in it about Madame Masque having mind control over some of the people that are on her team, and that now Tombstone is stepping forward that he doesn't want to see his daughter go down the road that he has gone down. So, a couple little tidbits there, but mainly just fights going on in this issue. So, let me know down in the comments what you think. Are you reading ASM? What do you think of the whole gang war storyline? I know some people have said that they've enjoyed it. It's been okay. It hasn't been. I think this is the second big event. Dark Web was another one that they did at the end of last year. So this is kind of like the second big event that they've done in ASM over the last within the last year. So I don't know. I don't. I'm not crazy about all of the tie-ins, and I know why companies do it. They're trying to sell books, but so that's where we're at. We'll wrap it up in issue 44 next review. So stay with me, and we'll see how this whole gang war storyline concludes. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next review.